We don't want to rush the song, but it's fortunate to have each and every one of you all in our life, and hopefully we're a positive force in your life. I am Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith, the host of Straight Talk, No Chaser, and we're excited tonight because we're going to focus on relationship issues. And the title of tonight's show is How to Be an Impactful Man. One of the series, or it's about a 2.5-year series we've been doing on 1 o'clock called Dr. Lowe's Neighborhood. We pretty much focus on preparing, building, supporting boys or empowering boys to be impactful men. Now, to focus on this thoroughly, we need to focus on the impactful men. How do we identify an impactful man? And what we're going to do tonight is talk about that, leave our lines open so you can advocate your thoughts in regards to how to be an impactful man, along with a chance for you to type in on whatever social media site that you're on. You can type in your comments because we truly want to be interactive. You can call in or chat with us on this particular line. It's 347-857-4192. Press 1. I'll make sure I get you on the line by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location, and you can chat with Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith on WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number 1. We also want you to be able to check us out on the web link. You can go to www.blogtalkradio.com/WVSW Internet Talk Radio. You have a chance to check us out live. We have 6 devices that are working. That's why we're called the number 1 internet radio station, because we're able to broadcast on the available social media site. We're going to start off with 3 sites that use the same handle. That's Facebook.com, BigOLive.com, and TikTok Live. And you can go to @Dr. Alberto Smith. That's DrLdeALbertosmith. You can check us out live on Facebook as well as Big O Live, along with TikTok, and also on Instagram. We're partners with the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Sanctified Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama, and their handle is Z Squad Greenville 1981. And on YouTube, the Smith Way Enterprises 5018. So you have an opportunity to check us out and be a part of it. We do want you to be interactive by typing in your thoughts in regards to our title, How to Be an Impactful Man. And we want your thoughts. We want to know exactly what you feel about it. It's just truly a blessing to be able to do this. So we're excited because what we did You see behind me, we have it where it says third Thursday. We moved it to the second Monday, straight talk, and we have it scheduled for 5:30. So we changed that time, and we're gonna make sure we get our flyers straight as well. We also want to share with you WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one, has listeners and watchers in 45 countries on 6 continents. We're so excited to bring this interactive platform to all of you. And thank you all for taking time to be a part of it. We also ask you to register for WVSW giveaway, our radio giveaway. We give away hotel stays varies from 3 nights up until 5 nights. We'll also give away gift cards, food vouchers, gas vouchers, books, along with other novelty items that we raffle off and also give to you. We ask you to also send with your name a means of transaction. You ask yourself, what means of transaction Doc is referring to? I'm referring to 4 particular ones: Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. Send it to Lorenza D. Smith 15@gmail.com. And you say, why? Yeah, what we do is we send out what we call love offerings. If we have your name along with a means of transaction, we will send you something varies from $5 to $100. Just giving back to you. I expect everyone who wants to be a part of it, I have to have you. We're going to do it the official way now. I know you are live with me and you're watching. You can type in where on your name, somewhere under you can type in your name with the means of transaction. If you don't feel comfortable doing it on the live format, email it to me, LorenzaDSmith15@gmail.com. We ask you to send $1. You may ask, why are you requesting $1? $1 goes toward purchasing gift cards, purchasing the gas vouchers, car wash as well. I didn't mention that, as well as food vouchers. We're going to make sure we take that $1 and sow a seed. And we're actually to sow a seed of $1 with WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one at Cash App, $LORENZADSMITH. Send it to us, and we will make sure we put it. Give a shout out to Shocker Blue 5, a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Thank you for joining us as well. We also want to give a shout out to Jeremiah Williams. Thank you, Jeremiah, so much. My nephew gave me a lot of likes. Thank you, Jeremiah. I really appreciate that. We have many others joining, so we're going to let people join. But we want to start with the topic. It's so important that we focus on this because these individuals are important. These individuals are some of the leaders that stands out, and they're impactful men. So we want to prepare, groom, empower our boys to be impactful men. But what are we empowering them to be? What are we grooming to be? An impactful man is truly they are working to be a man of quality and value. Some people get stuck on the old myth about high value men. There was a rumbling going on from 2020 to 2022, and it was on one of the individuals' platform talking about high value men. Impactful men is someone who understands their value, someone who understands their worth. They know they are impactful. So we want to talk about some of those things comfortable with that. But when you say a man of high quality value, they get their head get upset because they think that this is something that we should, because all individuals are valuable. Yes, but some carry some different things that made them much more valuable or impactful in others individuals. These pundits are trying to attempt to create a myth that there is no such thing as impactful or high value. That we disagree, because every individual who serves in a capacity that individuals go to, look for leadership, look for creativity, look for viability, look for likability, have a tendency to see them as impactful or high quality men. And see, these are the same people who are as pundits who would love to hurt your self-esteem. See, by telling you that everybody is the same, that allows everybody to just stay in one area. And we are this world, God did not create all of us the same or equal. Some individuals are going to stand out more than others. Some men are going to be important. Some men are going to be impactful. Some men are going to have high quality or high value. And that is what it is. See, the only thing the pundits try to do is to attack your self-esteem. If they create low self-esteem, where you're not thinking about doing the ultimate things to be successful and stand at the top of the echelon, then it's something wrong. And truly, I say it's got to be something wrong with them. This world is not where everybody that's going to be in a the same situation. Some of us not going to even be in the intelligent, the intellectual, the emotional, the physical standards and ideals of well-being that we talk about. We're not going to be. So what they try to create that low self-esteem, and which create little self-control. See, it's easier to control and is more predisposable spend their money to hide their low self-esteem. See, an individual who's impactful, who's important, an individual who's high quality, high value, understand the value and where the money fit and what is their purpose. See, it all goes down to the purpose. See, there's a direct belief that's being pushed in our society that it's all right to have low self-esteem. And those pundits who want you to believe that because we're in a period that everything we say are of equality, are equal, that there is no man that stands above or fits in that 10% category. We have a bell curve. If you have ever attended college, even not went to high school, you understand how the bell curve works, right? You have those that falls in that probably that 10 to 15% on the top side. You have those that fall in the 15% at the bottom side. Then the other 70% works in the bell curve. And the bell curve comes to the top. And sometimes we have some people that are leaning to the side where they're more in line to be of impactful or going to be of high quality or we're going to be important. We have some that it just stays right in it, but the majority of the people stays right in the middle. But that's always been where there's an individual that is set in that level or high impactful importance. And we have to kind of figure that out, because if we allow society to tell us that you're not your value, yeah, we know everybody has value. Well, there are some individuals that's always going to be on the bell curve on the top side, and there's always going to be someone on the bottom side. That's just the way the bell curve goes. No matter what you try to do, you try to change things to make sure everything, you're still going to have someone who stands out. That's going to be impactful. There's going to be some people that's going to be important. There's going to be some people who will be influential. There's going to be some people who will be high quality, and there's going to be people who will be high value. And that's truly how this world works. It has always been like that since the beginning of time. So as society attacks you from all angles, and what they're trying to do is force you to believing that you are just the same as everyone else. But we're going to talk about high value. We're going to talk about those individuals who falls in that category, see, and where you believe because you have put yourself in a position, you see yourself as falling in the impactful, the importance. falling in the high quality, the influential, the high value. That's where you can fall. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And we're so glad we have an opportunity to come before you on WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. And we're glad to say that because we're offering a different kind of format. We're offering something different. Our title for today's show, Straight Talk, No Chaser, is the show, is how to be an impactful man. As we move forward, we have to also remember that a lot of time, family, friends, and authoritarian figures, girlfriends, and etc., are all trying to pull you into a lower state of energy and make you submissive to society whims. And these whims goes on because there are certain people who may have not been in a position to fall in that 10% or the 15% top of the category. And now they want to put everybody down, put everybody in this bell curve, which is in the center. Everybody can't be in the center. And we got to understand that. See, most of it is subliminal. And without a direct focus, when they try to have you to believe that we all should be submissive to society. Society always have recognized how the bell curve works. We always recognize that there's going to be 15% on the top side and 15% on the bottom side, and everybody else falls in the middle, which we call a medium or average. And truly, that's how it is. And no matter how these individuals attempt to make that, it ain't like that and it shouldn't be like that. It is. All they're trying to do is get you to submit to what they're requesting. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep you from being understanding that you have a purpose. See, a person of impact have a purpose. They understand time and how to manage time and energy to get the best results. Everybody can't do that. I think we're in a time now where technologists have created individuals who don't understand the importance of prioritizing. See, the people at the top prioritize something that can make them better, make them impactful, make them influential, make them important, make them more or less high quality or high value. I'm not saying that individuals in the middle don't. We're always going to have average. We're going to have low average. But we're always going to have above average. No matter what society tries to do, try to take away the opportunity for you to have confidence, just believe you're either going to fit in or not fit in. You're going to fit in that top 15% or you're going to fall in the 85%. It's just the way it is. Society is built that way. It was amazing that a lot of our individuals serve in leadership roles through the political aspect. They're always thinking about trying to get everybody to fall in line, but they are also the ones that are falling in that important, impactful, influential, high quality, high value. Sound like that's pulling the ladder, stopping individuals from growing in that. So we'll talk about an impactful man, what does it mean to be an impactful man, and to see how we can ourselves understand this so really appreciate what we have before us. Understand that it is a part of life because you got many trying to renounce high value, high quality, important, and impactful men. So we don't need this masculinity. We don't need men to be masculine. So we don't need someone to think they high quality, high value, important, impactful. It was amazing. I saw something recently that it was in the news break, and was talking about the high school football team in the state of Alabama, in North Alabama, called, and I'll call a name, and that's Athens, in Athens, Alabama, and how the coach was using Monday to kind of work with our boys, building our boys to be impactful men. He was doing things like teaching them how to tie a tie. You know how many men that can't tie a tie correctly? He was working with them how to change a tire on the car. Working with them on the so-called, what we say, chivalry is dead. Bringing back and working with his team and the players that surrounding, and you had some critics say that's toxic masculinity. Something is not in order. Check out my show, Dr. Lowe's show, Dr. Lowe's Neighborhood. Dr. Lowe's Neighborhood on 1 o'clock on the first Tuesday at 1 o'clock and the third Thursday at 1 o'clock. We talk about empowering, building, supporting, encouraging, grooming our boys to be impactful men. If you say that's toxic, I'm sorry. If we don't take responsibility, as I have taken a responsibility, to prepare shows that talks about impactful men and how a boy can be an impactful man, because we need impactful men in our community. You can say what you want. I believe we grow when we have young men or boys that come to respectful young men and become productive men in our society, and they make an impact in society. That's what we're talking about. How do they make an impact? They cannot do it unless we prepare them to do it. And there's too many out there, critics, that's fighting for that to happen. Because we think everything, well, it should be the same, equal. It's not. We have equal rights. Correct. I'm all for making sure. But as a man who was a boy and went through all the things to get to be in the position to be even in a state of impactful, important, and of high quality, I want to see the boys that I can touch, meaning in regards to communication, by them listening, because we do virtual. So touching their hearts so they can, and touching their minds so they can be successful. Impactful men is the topic we want to talk about today. I want to give a shout out to our first sponsor. It's good to be able to have this team on here. See, God is so good because he has blessed us to be here one more time to share with you something that hopefully will improve your life, improve your family member's life. Just if not expose you to something that is directed to you being successful. This is L&T Starworth Lawn Service, LLC. Give a shout out to Anthony Starworth, L&T Starworth Lawn Service, LLC. Give him a shout out on Facebook, Anthony Starworth, or call him at 334-334-3600. 334-7401. 334-300-7401. Anthony Stallworth, they're the manicure expert of Lawrence in South Central Alabama. So we'll give them a shout out. Let's look at what is an impactful man. See, an impactful man is someone who has the ability to influence people and events, whose action or opinion have a strong impact on the course of event. Have you had an impactful man in your life? Whether it's your father, your grandfather, been your brother, your uncle, coach, your teacher, the attorney in the community, the doctor in the community, the HVAC worker with air conditions, the brick mason, the man that build homes, the contractor. Have they been impactful? Because you see how they're making a difference. They're changing lives by doing the things they're doing. So those are impactful men. See, people with powerful personalities are influential, inspirational. And that's a word that is so important. They inspire you to do something. Can have a profound impact on everything they do or they meet, or everyone they meet. They have a profound impact on everyone. They may be confident. You can never take for granted confidence. It gives you that energy, that ability, that want to go to make a difference. Independent, he can be on a job and he can step away and go do that other job, or he'll finish with one job and go to another job. He's an independent worker as well. You can assign him something to go do, and they'll complete it and be looking for something else to do. They're energetic. Truly keep in mind that those people, again, would be willing to do more and more. They're energetic. They're excited about the opportunity. So they're impactful. They're focused. This is an impactful man. These some attributions or some ideas of what an impactful man is and what he does. They're determined. We can start with our boys about placing a project or placing something for them to do and allow them to be focused on it, allow them to make decisions about it, allow them to build their confidence, let them work independent. See, it's two things we cannot control. I don't care who it is or whoever they think they are. Is someone's time and energy. You determine how much time you spend on something and how much energy you put in. See, when the person is decisive, he's going to make decisions on how to do this. So we have to put our boys in a position to become those men that fall in the impactful category because they are independent. They have confidence, they're energetic, they're focused, determined, decisive. And they all may also be innovative, persuasive, ambitious, and self-disciplined. Why we have to not only talk to our boys, our young men about being creative, being innovative, but also talk to them about being ambitious. have them where they're seeking something way beyond you can see. They can only see because of their creative mind. We want them to be able to be self-disciplined. I want everybody to understand and talk about discipline. But if you don't have control of your self-discipline, you will not be able to have discipline in any form or fashion. An impactful man understands those things I just shared with you. An impactful man knows that he can master his mind's moment. High quality man understand. High value man understand that. They can master their minds moment to moment. They have a positive outlook because they know they can do it, be it, have anything they put in their minds. They know they can accomplish it. You have to allow our boys to see this. So role models are important. Mentors are important to our boys to be impactful men, influential men, important men, high quality men, high value men. All of this gives you an opportunity for us to be productive in society. We cannot operate, don't have even a little bit of each one of those. We have to have it at its maximum. Put it forth to make sure we can be successful in our everyday life. There's someone have to blaze the trail. And that's what a high quality and value man and an impactful man do. They're ready to blaze the trail because they know their purpose while they're here. They also don't allow negativity to occupy their mind. They're always thinking positive. And one way you can do this, and I want everybody to keep in mind, is that when you have something to do, don't have just a plan A. Have a plan A, B, C, and D to get it accomplished. Let's complete that before you go to the next thing. See, I think what technology has done to a lot of our young people, especially our boys, then place all these things out here they can be exposed to, not all of the right things, through these various video games, through the music, through athletics. So they don't focus on what they need to focus on. They allow the negative things, which you got to be realistic. We said we're in a world, a time of positivity. Your body is positivity. Your mind is positive. Yes, but you have to understand there's only certain things that you're going to be able to do before negativity creeps up and take charge. It is coming. You have to have that preparation. You have to be understanding. I have to be innovative. I understand I have to be persuasive. I have to be ambitious. I have to be energized. I have to be independent. I have to be confident. I have to be able to focus, determine, be decisive so I can accomplish this. That's on my mind. If we can open it up, we can see. But since we can't, we have to allow them to tell and show. To be impactful men, we have to prepare our boys to be impactful men, important men, high quality men, high value men. I understand their value is high. I understand they got a purpose. They don't let negativity occupy their mind. they're moving on to the next thing, moving on because they felt like they put in 100% on that. This is what we have to do. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor. To God is so good, He has blessed us with just a few sponsors. We thank them for taking time. This is Lena Payton Well, Blue Impression Publishing.
To share your inspiring story with the world, look no further than Blue Impressions Publishing, the premier publishing company that specializes in creating meaningful and impactful books and journals. Blue Impressions Publishing, veteran-owned by author Lena Payton Webb, offers comprehensive services to bring your vision to life. Their mission is to empower writers, mental health professionals, consultants, coaches, and spiritual leaders to make a positive impact through their publications. Not only do they publish your words, they give you the strategy to be a successful author and earn an additional source of income. So whether you're an aspiring author or a seasoned writer, Blue Impressions Publishing is the publishing company for you. Don't let your story go untold. Visit the website today, yourartisticexpressions.com. You can also call 833-951-2665 to learn more about their services and to get started on your publishing journey. Blue Impressions Publishing. Inspiring stories leave a lasting impression.
Give a shout out to Lena Payton Webb. Go to Facebook, type in Lena, Lena, Payton, Payton, Webb, Webb, and or either type in Blue Impressions Publishing. It'll pop up. As a matter of fact, I'm really thinking she's in India right now doing something promoting through her book, a marketing company. Give it truly, just go to Facebook and type it in, and you'll have an opportunity to communicate with her. Or you can go to 833-951-2665. Blue Impressions Publishing. Lena Payton Webb, a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Give a shout out. Stars, give a shout out. Brothers, give a shout out. All other our D9, give a shout out. Make sure you do that. Let's move forward and finish up this about what an impactful man is. The last thing I want to share, which relates to them individuals being able to pivot their thoughts to the positive outcome from being negative. See, an impactful man, an important man, an influential man, high quality man, a high value man, they can pivot from the negative thoughts. They don't spend time on it. They get ready to move to the next thing because they felt like they didn't accomplish what they need to accomplish there. See, an impactful man is always seeking, looking to be a better person, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, and financially. They're looking to put everything in the right perspective. See, we can physically make ourselves where we got six-pack. Our height comes along with it. We can work ourselves in the right position where the physical attributes are seen. But you have to put the time so you can be a better person in the emotional well-being. Intellectual, that's your mental. Being able to articulate, get along, be able to respond, be spontaneous on things that you in whatever format or platform you're in. Spiritually, you have to be focused, and your spiritual aspect have to be well in order, and financial. If you're making amount of money, an impactful man falls in a certain category, and it ties into the data that these percentage of people make this amount of money. So financial is not just making the money. How do you handle money? An impactful man understands how to handle money to make it work for them. And everybody don't fall in that category. Rather, about 15% fall in that category. See, the impactful man not always seeking perfection. See, there's no perfect man. There's imperfect men that do, there's imperfect men that do perfect things. But there's no perfect. Even you seeking perfection. You have to understand I'm an imperfect man that do things that puts me in a category important, where I'm impactful, where I'm intellectual, influential, I'm highly qualified, and truly high value. I'm valuable to the group. See, we have to keep that in mind. Yes, everybody's valuable, but everybody's not valuable to the group. So if he's not seeking perfection, but he knows he can, the impactful man can grow, learn, and change every day. Just remember that. We want to teach our boys to be able to grow, learn, and change every day. We have to change. As impactful men, you have to have the ability to grow from some things that happen, learn something from it, and then change so you can be the best version of yourself. The levels of impactful, influential, important, high quality, and high value falls into two. These two, the one I came up with, some can have other. You have the impactful man, and it's IM, acronym IM. And then you have rising impactful men. That's the RIM, in training. These are two areas. So our goal with our show on Tuesday, first Tuesday, called it Dr. Lowe's show, we prepare and we're supporting, we're encouraging, we're grooming, we're building boys to be impactful men. So they are rising impactful men in training. Truly, we have to believe that there's level to this. And you can get there if you understand what an impactful man is. Understand the characteristic of an impactful man. A lot of times, individuals don't understand characteristics. Those characteristics are so important to be impactful, be important, be of high quality, high value. And the characteristics start with respect. See, we treat others with respect. Treat others with respect. Because you have self-respect. See, an impactful man have respect for others. Self-control, meaning being humble and exercising self-control during conflict. Communication. We have to develop great communication skills. Composure. Maintaining composure during difficult situations. Rationale or rationality. Being level-headed, not overly aggressive. See, when you're over-aggressive, you're going to miss something. So impactful, important, influential, high quality, high value man keeps a level head. And you're not overly aggressive. Independence, being able to do things alone, such as travel and dine. You don't always have to have people travel with you. If your job requires you to travel, you have to be an expert in what you're doing. You have to put the work. You have to be impactful because you know wherever you're going to bring something back to make a difference for the group or the organization. Confidence. An impactful man has confidence. Not being afraid to take a challenge or risk. Do you have confidence? Focus. Focusing on what matters most to others. Focusing on what matters to others. What matters to making sure the group is better. The process dealing with a team set up. You do it for the betterment of the group. If you're out there individually trying to get all the accolades, then the results will not be good. An impactful man, an important man, an influential man, a highly qualified man, a highly quality man, or high value man understands that. Empathy is so important. Understanding people's feelings and building meaningful connections. Empathy is the one that challenges so many of us. Empathy for others. Are you able, if you're in a leadership role, to reach back and help someone else? Or you understand what they're going through, their feelings? You don't pounce on them. You take time to build a connection that is meaningful. These are the things we got to make sure we do if we want to understand what a high quality, value, impactful, important, influential man is. These are the characteristics. I want to give a shout out to our next sponsor, which is Mary Ruth's Restaurant of Georgiana, Alabama. Thank you so much for supporting what we're doing.
Georgiana, Alabama. Moved in a family-friendly environment. Mary Ruth's Restaurant offers home-cooked breakfast. All the fixings, you name it, they've got it. And not just home-cooked breakfast. Home-cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Mary Ruth's Restaurant specializes in a meat and 3 vegetables meal. And meat and 3. Also, home-cooked hamburgers, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and much more. Seafood Restaurant has Seafood Fridays, Barbecue Saturday, and it's all cold fresh and made from scratch, including the desserts and so much more. Eating good. 261 West State Highway 106 in Georgiana. Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Call today, 334-362-4032. That's 334-362-4032. Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Home-cooked meals, family-friendly environment, great food. Who could ask for more at a restaurant? Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana. Breakfast from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Lunch from 11 till 2. And dinner from 5 until 9. Barbecue Saturdays begin at 11 a.m. and last until 9. Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana. All you cook food with a family-friendly environment. Come on, guys. 11 a.m. until 5.
Give a shout out to Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Thank you, the co-owners. That's Marvin Smith and Katrina Roper Smith, located at 261 State Highway 106 West, Georgiana, Alabama. So thank you so much, sir and ma'am, for supporting what we're doing. My brother Marvin is a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, along with Sarah Katrina Roper, she's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Thank both of you all for what you are doing down in that community. We want to give a shout out to several individuals that are joining us, and I just try to look and see, we got a lot of numbers. Then we have Redney Thank you so much for joining. We have Just Pink Forever, King Virgo at Worldwide. Give a shout out to my frat brother, Brother Chico Hodge. Thank you so much. He's the King Virgo. Thank you so much, my brother out there in the great state of Texas. Thank you so much. Zep, thank you so much. Sabrina, thank you for taking time to be here. Along with several others, I'm just going to give a shout out. We have Maria, thank you, 89. That's Maria. Then we have 89 join us. We have Evelina, thank you so much. Sherry Panetta, 852. Thank you so much for being a part. As we move forward, we want to kind of focus on how to develop impactful men traits. And this will allow you to kind of understand how it ties into your characteristics. These are characteristics I just shared with you. See, developing high value, high quality, impactful men traits requires, number one, self-awareness. See, you got to be aware of yourself first of all. You got to be aware of how you're doing, what you need to do, what it's going to take. Have an understanding of your purpose. Self-improvement. Again, you got to be aware of how you can improve and be the best version of yourself. If it requires doing some community service or actually going to a work group, whether it's through counseling and therapy, so you can be the best emotional and mental person there is. See, we can work on our body physically, but if we struggle with the emotional and mental aspects, we need to make sure we are ready to self-improve. And the willingness to continue to learn and grow. Continually learn and grow. Those two things are so important. You see, you're learning to grow. When you learn something, you're growing. And a lot of times this involves developing qualities such as confidence, integrity, ambition, and empathy. Just remember those four. It's so important when you're talking about developing impactful men traits. Influential, important, high quality, high value. Confidence, integrity, ambition, and empathy. And you can achieve these things by setting goals, working on communication, skills, and surrounding yourself with positive influence. If you're around negative influence, you cannot grow because the impact you're going to have will be in a negative way. You want to have a positive outcome. And additionally, you also need to make sure you take care of the physical and mental health. It is crucial to become a impactful man, high quality man, important man, influential man, high value man. Remember, it takes time. You cannot do it overnight. It takes time and effort to develop these traits. The two things you control, no one can take away from you, is time and effort. You control how they go. I don't care where you are, what institution you're located in. You have to make sure you focus on controlling your time and your energy. And high quality and important and impactful man that know the value, understand that it's so important that we focus on being in a position physically, mentally, and emotionally. We need to. It's crucial. We got to remember it takes time and effort to develop traits because the results are worth it. To learn about how to become a high quality, impactful, influential, important man, Go to Google, type in how do I develop the traits to be an impactful man. Just remember, when you understand these traits and develop them, your journey towards self-improvement starts now. You don't have to wait on anybody else. It starts now. Give a shout out to our next sponsor, Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. I want to thank you. This is WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one, and we're excited to come before you. I am Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. We want you to be a part of the show by calling in. The call number is 347-857-4192. Press 1. I'll make sure I get you on the line by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location. You can chat with Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith on how to be an impactful man. We're working with our boys through our program on Dr. Lowe's neighborhood, building, supporting boys to be impactful men. We got to also make sure we can have those individuals, when they come in, understand they're impactful men by having the confidence that we talked about, by having social skills, effective communication, setting goals. These are the kind of things that leads you to being impactful, leads you to making a difference. So by preparing them so they can become impactful men, these are some of the things we want to truly focus on. To become an impactful man are centered around impactful man, are centered around the following things that are so important. Building trust. Trust is the foundation of great leadership. Building trust. Stay humble. Show competency. Highly competent leads to high compensation. That tied into one another, man. Help others find their voice. So that means that you're going back to the group and you're going to be where other individuals can find their own voice by you sharing, working for the good of all. Provide them with the ability to understand, or that they have a chance to have small wins. Everything ain't about hitting a home run all the time. It requires a small win. We give a shout out to Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. We want to thank Jennifer Jackson for being a part of it.
The best soap and perfume scent in South Central Alabama. Contact Soap Gem by Jackson and Grace. The owner is Ms. Jennifer Jackson. Contact number 251-369-1344. Or go to Facebook. Type in Jennifer 1N Jackson or Charlie Danger. There's several items like thumb nose, cans of a lifetime, lucky lovers, straight savage, manpower, growth lotion, and calming lavender sea salt. So please check her out. Again, that number is 251-369-1344. Soap Gem by Jackson and Grace.
Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. We have a price list for some of the items being called out. The bar soap, which was mentioned at $4, and $3 for $10. Body butter, which is 8 ounce, $10. 10 ounce, $12. Sugar scrub, which is $12. I'm sorry, $10. Vegan lotion, $8. Goat's milk lotion, you heard that, $10. Beard oil, $6. Pampered foot scrub, $6. Those are some of the prices, and make a list. If you want to order some of the items or find out more about the items, if you're on Facebook, go to Jennifer Jackson 1N, type in Jennifer Jackson and Charlie Angel, as well as go to my site, which is Dr. L. Alberto Smith, and we'll help you get the products you need on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, you can go to Z Squad Greenville 1981. You can go to Jennifer Jackson on Instagram as well. She's the owner, and I'm working with her to make sure her products are available. You can contact me. You can email me at lorenzadsmith15@gmail.com. Again, this is WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one, and we're excited to have listeners and watchers from 45 countries, 6 continents. God is so good. He blesses us. As we move forward, we want to complete, as we was talking about, becoming an impactful man. Just to keep in mind that an impactful man believes in team members. They believe in the team concept. Serving others first. Sharing your expertise, insight, and failures. See, impactful man understand that failures help walk them to the positive and successful end of the favorable outcome. You got to show empathy and genuine, authentic care for the well-being of others. Those are powerful words. Authentic, genuine care. You really care about them. By building both authority and trust, you will solidify your position as an impactful man among the group, or also as an important person within the group. That's how you do it. And finally, we want to look at how to become an impactful man in a relationship. One or two things I want you to understand. Make sure you're happy in real life, not on social media. Say no to accelerated courtships. Never force vibes. Go where your energy is welcome and respected. Stop wasting time looking at someone else's reality by doing nothing for yourself. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. Have a strong and exerted body language. Your body language reveals how you feel about yourself. Your confidence needs to be on all the time. Focus on moments and become more an attractive person. You have to see your mate come in a relationship. Be considerate. Be willing to compromise. Exercise patience. That's how relationships is attained. See, being a impactful man or high quality man, influential man, or important man, a high value person, it is meaningless in the absence of high value. If you don't have values there, it's not all about the money, it's not all about the fame. You can be a professional athlete, got all the money, but don't have any. You're not impactful. You're not high quality. You're not influential. You're not of value. You're not of value to the whole group. You might say, I'm in value for the. We're talking about our society. Your morals, frameworks, and integrity plays a major part. We all need to put things first. Understand the purpose, what I'm gonna have to do. Once you do that, you know what you can do then? Just chill. Just chill. Because you're gonna be all right. Understand your self-worth. Understand what you bring to the table. And this is how you can really truly understand that 15% on the top side called impactful, important, influential, high quality, high value. These are some things that you need to make sure that falls in the category. Everybody don't fit in this category. You need to be able to take home income from $7,500 to $10,000 consistently for 3 years in a row. That puts you in an impactful, influential, important, high quality frame. Respected by other impactful men. They respect you. You are recognized as a leader. See, they respect you enough to lead them. Your network includes very influential, impactful men. You are a highly confident, assertive, intelligent, secure, and likable man. You know your purpose and your worth. Impactful men are fearless competitors that blaze paths for themselves and others. And finally, you help others to succeed and contribute positively to the world. That's an impactful man. Less room, prepare, empower, build, support our boys to be impactful men. Because we now know what impactful really stands for. Instead of having a problem with it, let's build, because 15% of the population will take home financially $7,500 to $10,000 per month, consistently for 3 years. And you would have to have worked for it, built yourself, not handed it to you by signing a contract to be a professional player, professional athlete. You build it from the ground up. You put the time in the job so you can be successful. These are some things that identify an impactful man, push you in a category, and I tell you, impactful men seek other impactful men out. No matter what organization you're part of, the impactful man is going to seek the other impactful men out. Just because you have a name that says, 1,000 men willing to do stuff does not make you impactful and does not make you where you're the one. You may not be around individuals who's impactful. You in an assortment of many people. An impactful man is going to stand out because he understands that he's valuable to the work. He's valuable to the group. He has a network of influential individuals impactful men. They're highly confident, assertive, intelligent, secure, and like. See, that's one that gets a lot of people. You could be up in that 15%, but don't nobody like you because they don't want to be around you. You bring so much negativity. You understand your purpose. These are the things that can be identified as an impactful man. How many impactful men you know? See, when we talk about a category special, you said, I'm going to keep it as small and simple. Saying to be leaders. See, you may be the principal, but you're not able to lead. That don't make you impactful. You may be the coach, but you have to be identified as a leader, but you're not impactful. You may be a doctor, but you have to be leading a team of other doctors, more individuals, intelligent, impactful individuals. You don't just fall in a group because you fall in a role as a principal, as a coach, a head coach, or a doctor. That don't put you in the impact. You might have the income, but do you have the other things that are so important? And I want to repeat them right quick. We know the income. Respected by other influential, important, impactful, high quality, high value men. You are recognized as a leader. Your network includes very influential men. Those guys look to you. Y'all can bounce things off them. You're highly confident, assertive. See, your leaders fall in that category because they got confident, they're assertive, they're intelligent, they're secure, and they're likable individuals. You know your purpose and your worth. You're a fierce competitor. You don't mind taking on it. You will compete to the max because you want to blaze a path for them, for yourself and for others. Help others. If you're a principal, you're doing as much to help not only bring people on your staff, but help other staff, help other individuals in the field. If you're a doctor, you're talking to the other doctors so you can get in training so you can specialize. If you're a coach, you got to be able to not only just hire folks on your staff, but also recommend people for other staffs. That's a leader. Yes, they pay you by the wins and the losses. Truly, that's where it is now, especially in college and even in some high schools. But it doesn't make you a leader because you're a coach and a head coach. You have to fit in this, being impactful. You don't fall in because you're a head coach. Do you have these 8 things going on? That's why the income is not the final version. A lot of people talk about it, but that's not really important. Yes, it's important to put you in that group, but we have at least 15%, close to 17% based on the labor board, on the census, and based on other data. Blackdemographics.com, Black Stats by Black, that says that 17% of Black males make 80,000 and above falls in that category of high quality impact, important based on finance. Vice versa, the same documentation said females about 8% make in that 75, or in essence they use 100,000 and above. Everybody don't fall in that finance part. You can fall in the other categories. Are you good for the group? Let's teach our boys to be ready. Teach our boys to be impactful. It's been awesome coming for you today. I want to thank each and every one of my listeners and watchers. on WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. Give a shout out to Torier, uh, Kate. Yeah, that's Kate. Thank you so much. They'll say KT. So okay, KT. Sir Christie, thank you. Manuel, thank you for taking time. Generation X over, thank you so much. We had quite a few more. We got a lot more that joined a mini. Uh, Conady. We also have Just Pink Forever. Thank you so much, Just Pink Forever, for joining us. I hope that name relates to one of the individuals that are doing content now. Just Pink Forever. Thank you so much for joining us, checking us out. Travis, thank you for joining us. Truly, it's a blessing that God has blessed us to be here today and do what we're doing. I'm excited. This is WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one, and we're glad to have you. As we get ready to close out, we want to give a shout out to our next sponsor. We have two sponsors. We got to give a shout out, and our time has gone way over. We're over about 17 minutes, but we want to play our sponsor. That's TriStat LLC, Mr. William Scott. We do want to play your advertisement because you're a great supporter of what we're doing. We want to thank Mr. Scott for doing what he's doing.
TriStat LLC. We provide specialized business and management consulting services. TriStat LLC.
We give a shout out to Sarah Zeta Later. Thank you so much.
Research and management service sector.
Thank you for the connection as well. 334-528-0228. Well, thank Mr. William Scott. You can give him a call. He's a consulting firm that meets your need. TriStat. Truly is awesome to be partners with him. I want to thank you so much. And that's TRISTAZ or TATZ LLC. And the number to connect with Mr. Scott is 334-320-5438. Go to Facebook, type in William Scott, and it'll populate information. Thank you so much for supporting Mr. Scott. Truly, it's a blessing to have you. Our last advertisement as we get ready to leave you, because I truly want you all to know that God has blessed us to come before you and share what we thought was really important. And it's how to be an impactful man. And I added a few things to it, like falls in the category: important, influential, highly qualified, high value to the group. This is what we're talking about. Our series that we're going to work with this comes off our Dr. Lowe's Neighborhood, which is a show 1 o'clock on the first Tuesday and the third Thursday, and where we focus on building, supporting boys to be impactful men. And that's what we wanted to talk about tonight. And it's good to have. Let's give a shout out to those brothers of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama. Those guys are making it do what it do. I am Dr. Lorenzo D. WVSW Radio, the internet station. I want to tell you we truly, truly love you from our hearts. We love you from our heart. Have an awesome rest of the day. Check us out tomorrow. We're excited about the Dr. Lowe show coming on at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. That's Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Relationship issues we'll talk about. Have an awesome rest of the night. And I want to tell y'all from my heart, I love you, and ain't a thing you can do about it.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.